barely still morning, so I can still say that. So good morning. It is Sunday and I'm sitting down to breakfast, which I rarely do, but I decided I wanted to treat myself today. So I made French toast with veggie sausage. And I was gonna make egg beaters too, but I thought that was a little ambitious since I had just made the French toast. And quite frankly, I didn't want to do any more cooking. So this whole thing is it's like about 350 calories. With my coffee, it is about 500 calories. I make my own like brown sugar syrup, and I use full fat oat milk, and I absolutely love it. And I only have this on the weekends. It's my treat. Love it, love it, love it. So I use the low carb bread. You can there's so many different versions of it out there now, but I use I think it's called, I don't know, I'll put a little thingy here. I am not low carbing, but the bread is only 30 calories a slice. I get the whole wheat, and for that, I will eat low carb bread. To me, it tastes fine. But, and then I use egg beaters and cinnamon, and I topped it with some light syrup. Sorry, that was a really big bite. It's so good. I don't like doing a lot of cooking on the weekends, so it's very rare that I make this, but when I feel like I need a treat, and I felt like I needed a treat today, I will make this. Apologies in advance if you hear my jaw clicking. I have a really severe TMJ, and I've just learned to live with it because I don't want to get surgery. And I don't even hear it anymore. But sometimes when I used to have my old channel where I did the low carb recipes when I was low carbing, I would taste the food and my jaw would click, and people would make comments. Like, some people were pretty rude. They're like, "We can hear your teeth clicking together. It's so gross." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, that's not my teeth. That's my jaw. That's literally clicking back and forth. I can't do anything about it." So sorry if my jaw's clicking and it annoys you. But I'm going to keep eating because I'm starving because I got my big workout in today. Next weekend, in fact, 1 week from now of me filming this, I will be done with my 10K. Hopefully, if not something went really, really wrong. So let's not put that out in the universe. Rob went up this morning because he and his buddy are going to be playing it. They have, I think, 40 bands along the course. And he's going to be one of them. He just texted me and said he's going to be at mile 1, which puts a crimp in it. The last few times I did it, he was at mile 6. No, mile 5. 4.5. So basically it was an additional 2 miles that I would go. I would go to the finish line, and then I would walk back to him, and then he'd be all packed up and we'd take off. And it was very convenient. Other than having to walk another 1.5 miles, it was very convenient because we didn't have to deal with all the traffic. And now it's going to be a problem because he's going to have to come get me, or I'm going to have to take the bus back and then walk another mile. And after sitting on the bus waiting, there's no way my feet are going to want to walk another mile. So we're going to have to work it out. He's still up there. He had the check-in this morning. So we'll have to talk it out and figure out a plan. So he wanted to be moved because he wanted electricity. He didn't want to have to, the last few years he's had to use his power sources, and he didn't want to have to bring all that stuff. So it's better for him. And honestly, this is his gig. I've occasionally run it, but he's been playing it for just so many years that it's just his thing. So I'm kind of excited. Am I prepared? No, I'm never prepared for any race that I do. I'm horrible at training. I think the longest I got in was a couple of weeks ago. I went to my father-in-law's and I ran the fields, and I think I got about 4.5, 5 miles in. So I could have gone longer. So do I think I am capable of running this race and finishing in a fairly decent time for me? Yes. Am I prepared? No, I'm never prepared. Why do I pay to do these things? I don't know. But I am kind of excited because this is the first time I will be doing a race at this weight, this light of a weight, and with this much consistent exercising under my belt. So that part's exciting. And I don't know them off the top of my head, but I've written down all my previous times that I've done this race. So I will be interested to see if I beat my time by any significant number. And if I do, obviously, well, I'll talk about it here after anyway. So fingers crossed that I do. But I did do this race at one point when I was training for the half marathon. Like, seriously, the first half marathon was the only one that I seriously trained for. So I'm not sure. I did pretty good on that one, so I'm not sure I could beat that. But we'll see. We'll see. It's so good. I've not tried this sausage before. This is the Morningstar Farms veggie sauces for 2 links. It's 70 calories. I got it at Trader Joe's when I went that time. And it's pretty good. The texture is going to be a little off. Most time you're doing any kind of veggie stuff, it's going to be a little bit off, but this is pretty good. And I'm not even a really big fan of sausage, but I would actually probably prefer this to actual sausage because the texture is actually better to me. But I'm a texture person. I don't know. Try it. You'll probably like it. So, apologies if nobody actually wants to see me eat and this is grossing people out. That was how much I cared. So, I started my period yesterday, conveniently on weigh-in day. And that, if anybody's keeping score, that's a week and a half early. So my last period was a month late. This one's a week and a half early. Good times. Good times. But I'm going to post about that on my menopause channel. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link down below. Segue into weigh-in. Yesterday was my weigh-in day. Preface that with starting my period because obviously I didn't lose as much as I wanted to. So let's just jump in. Last week I weighed 202.4. This week I weighed 202. So I lost a half pound. And I was disappointed. So I did my weigh-in, and then about a half an hour later is when my period started. And there was was going to say there was no warning, but there was. I just didn't follow it as a warning because I've been having all of these symptoms straight along because of perimenopause, menopause, whatever. So anyway, I'll talk more about that on the other channel. But I didn't take any of the warnings seriously. So I was when I weighed in, I was like, I was actually pretty good this week. I don't know why I only lost a half a pound. That burns my butt hairs. But now I know why. So there you go. Oh my God, this is so good. So, my plan for this week is to treadmill all week. So I'll do an hour every day. And when I do my treadmill, I do it at a 7 incline because I know that there are some hills in this race, but mostly because it's going to feel that much easier on the flat parts. I discovered that when I started doing the run in the fields at my father-in-law's house. I was like, I am booking it. Look at me go. What is happening? And then I realized it's because I'm not at a 7 incline. All I can do at this point is just hope for the best. I've put in as much training as I wanted to. I used to really, really train for these things. We're going to find out on Monday how I feel and how much I may regret not really training for this. But honestly, the day that I did the 5 miles, I didn't feel that bad the next day. I expected to. I really expected to. But knock wood, it wasn't that bad. So, wish me luck, y'all. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a weigh-in next week. Well, I will do a weigh-in next week, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to film a video. I don't think we have anything going on Saturday, but I'm going to want to make sure I get all my errands run and all that stuff out of the way, because when I get home Sunday, I'm just going to want to crash. So we'll see. If there is video, there's a video. If not, I will try and take video on Sunday of the race. But honestly, I will probably just be focusing on just getting it done and finishing. But whatever I do, I will put here for you guys to check out. It's a beautiful run. It's all along the ocean. And like I said, there's 40 bands playing, so it's pretty cool. Oh. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. I'm going to finish this because it's so good. As you may have heard me say. So, yes, I lost a half pound. I am still 2 pounds away from Wonderland. Well, 2.5 to get me there. It'll happen. I just have to be, at this point and at this stage in my life, I'm doing this to better myself. Honestly, I'm almost 50 years old. It's not about the vanity as much anymore. So it's about increasing my health, just getting more energy, endurance. So the second half of my life is a little more enjoyable. So I'm not as, oh my God, I need to be there right now as I used to be in the past. It is what it is. It'll happen when it happens. And I love food. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to say the thought did not occur to me to drastically cut down my calories in the last 2 weeks just to get to Wonderland faster. But I can't do that. It's not sustainable, and it puts me into a disordered mind frame, and I can't let that happen. So I'll get there when I get there. So very close. But until it does, I'm just gonna enjoy the process and enjoy my French toast, and it is what it is. So thank you guys for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.